let's get the product of these two monomials. 5a squared y cubed times quantity 3a cubed y. So 5 times 3 is 15. A squared times a cubed is a to the fifth power. So in multiplying two powers of the same base, we simply add their exponents. Y cubed times y is y to the fourth power. So the product is 15a to the fifth, y to the fourth power. And that's the answer. Now let's simplify this expression. Minus x y squared over 2z quantity raised to the third power. So this is a power of a fraction. Now the negative sign before the fraction is understood to be minus 1. And that is the coefficient of the base. So minus 1 raised to the third power is minus 1, or simply minus. So we'll write here minus. So we will apply the exponent to both the numerator and the denominator. So this becomes now x y squared quantity raised to the third power over 2z quantity raised to the third power. So that's now minus x raised to the third power is x cubed. Y squared raised to the third power is y to the sixth power. We simply multiply their exponents. 2 raised to the third power is 8. Z raised to the third power is z cubed. And that's the answer. Now how about this? A to the minus 3 b squared over c to the minus 1. Now the negative exponent is simply the reciprocal indicator. That means this is in the numerator. The base a will simply slide down to the denominator. So this becomes a, and the exponent changes from negative 3 to positive 3. So that becomes a cubed. So we will retain b squared in the numerator. C to the minus 1, it is in the denominator. So its reciprocal would be the base c moving up to the numerator. So this becomes c raised to the first power. So the exponent changes from negative 1 to positive 1. So that's b squared c over a cubed. And that's the answer. Now, how about this? Let's simplify. 2x squared y to the minus 1 z over 3x to the minus 1 y quantity raised to the second power. So that's 2x squared now the x minus 1 is in the denominator. That means the base will move up to the numerator. So its reciprocal would be the x, the base x, moving up to the numerator. So the exponent changes from negative 1 to positive 1 times z over 3y times y to the minus 1. It is in the numerator. So its reciprocal would be the base y moving down to the denominator. So times y to the first power. So the exponent changes from negative 1 to positive 1. Then we will apply the exponent to both the numerator and denominator. So this becomes now so that's equal to 2x squared times x times c is 2x cubed z raised to the second power over 3y squared raised to the second power. So 2 raised to the second power is 4. X cubed raised to the second power is x to the sixth power. We will simply multiply their exponents. Z raised to the second power is c squared over 3 raised to the second power is 9. Y squared raised to the second power is y to the fourth. So we will simply multiply their exponents. So it's 4x to the 6 z squared over 9y to the fourth power. And that's the answer.